Beauties, happy welcome to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Pia and I'm an astrologer and manifestation coach, and I'm doing a tarot reading today. And the message that came through today was you are stepping into your power and you're stepping into a time in your life where you really realize how much power you truly have, and how you can be the source of, how you can be the creator of your own life. That's what I'm getting here. So you are really recognizing your own power. I think what I'm getting here with this collective is that you might have gone through a lot of difficult challenges in the past, especially in your childhood, and you always felt like things are happening to you instead of happening for you. So you might have had, like, what's coming to mind now is like health struggles of some sort. Maybe you had a lot of like, health struggles, something that you felt like was unfair. Why is this happening to me? Why do I have such problems with this? And what you have grown into is understanding that you actually are the creator of your own life, that you, with the thoughts you have, with the intentions you are setting, you can actually really change around your reality. That's something that you have learned, I feel like, in the past couple of years. And now you are stepping into a new time in your life where the challenges, or it's like your growth doesn't happen anymore through so much difficulty. So, as you know, like, we are living life, there are many ups and downs when it comes to life. And obviously, we always go through seasons. But what I mean with this is that in the past, you had to go to the depth of your being. You had to really, go through those challenges in order to grow. Your soul really signed up for this growth journey. Whereas now you're really stepping into a more playful time in your life. You're stepping into a more light experience of life, let's say. So that's what I'm getting with these cards that I pulled already for this reading here. So what I pulled is the Emperor. The Emperor in tarot talks again about, like, being in your power, you knowing who you are and knowing that you are the creator of your life, basically. The King of Wands is very passionate. It's very passionate, motivated card, but it's very mature in its passion. So it's really about you, really channeling your inner fire, really doing the things that light you up, following your joys. And I feel like, you are really growing and stepping up your game by following your joys, following the things that really light you up. That's something that I'm getting here. As I said, I think you might have gone through a lot of deep and dark phases in your life that were meant to actually help you grow, that were meant to help you mature into the person that you are today. So I pulled the Scorpio card, and Scorpio is deep, dark, and also sometimes very, very intense. So you had a lot of intense experiences. But as I said, like, the 12th house, your soul was almost like setting that up for you so that you can actually really grow into the person that you are today. And you are now moving into a time in your life where there's much more ease, let's say, much more lightness to your growth, which means you are learning more through joy than through difficulties. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. So let's pull some more cards on this. I actually want to know in which area of your life you are actually growing the most, or which kind of areas are, like, expanding due to this inner shift that you have been going through. I feel like the past couple of years are very specific, but yeah, I think you have actually gone through this transformation phase a lot longer, let's say. Okay. So what I'm getting here, yeah, I feel like with this card coming out, it's very much about your relationships. I feel like you have gone through a lot of difficult times when it comes to your relationships. You maybe had a lot of like struggles and a lot of like losses, but not only in terms of like people you had to let go of, but also ideas you had to let go of, certain values you had to let go of because they weren't actually like really yours. I feel like you are kind of in this phase where you are realizing more and more who you are, who you truly are on a soul level and what's truly meant for you. I feel like yeah, you're just realizing that that certain ideas of relationships or certain ways of relating weren't really aligned with your soul growth, and that's why you had to go through those like challenges, through those difficulties with maybe yeah, with maybe various partners in order to really, you know, come closer to who you truly are on a soul level. That's what I'm getting here. Or this could be just like, you know, you having like one like very heartbreaking experience could also be that really shaped the way you are seeing yourself, the way you are seeing relationships, and actually brought you closer to your own inner truth. That's what I'm getting with this card here. Let's see some more here. Give me yeah, the Nine of Wands. So there's a lot of hurt, maybe a lot of like wounds. You um you have taken with you. And I feel like you are yeah, you've grown through that. And you have learned to set boundaries in a way that feels actually very strong. So maybe you have like made yourself codependent on people because you thought like if I'm not being in a relationship with this person, then who am I? So, like, almost your identity was kind of tied to the relationship you were in. And now you're really realizing, hey, I am actually whole within myself. I have everything that I need. I'm safe within myself. I'm my own person. You're realizing that, you know, you are not, you know, you are not, your fulfillment is not dependent on a relationship. Your fulfillment is not dependent on a partner, but you are creating your own fulfillment. And by you setting like healthy boundaries of who you let into your life, you're going to experience you know, an up level in your relationships. You are going to see a lot of transformation when it comes to your relationships. I feel like you will also become maybe more vulnerable when it comes to your romantic relationships, you know, just really sharing how you feel, what's going on, or just something, you know, for example, I definitely have always been somebody who was very protective of my own heart. I was overprotective almost. I was trying to not give too much away or like trying to not be too vulnerable because I felt like if I'm too vulnerable, the person that I'm with is maybe leaving or they are, you know, yeah, I think I was just scared of abandonment. And now I know that I can hold myself. I am there for myself. And I just feel like very much like safe with expressing my feelings without making myself dependent on another, without like wanting something in return or without like, you know, attaching myself to the other person. So I feel like that is something that I'm getting with this year. Let's see what else wants to come. Maybe I'm actually pulling from my astrology card. What is this transformation in love about? This up level, let's say. There's a big up level process. Yeah, joy is coming out. Like the sun card is all about your identity, about your joy, about your passions. I feel like maybe in the past you have like, yeah, you have tried to find joy within a relationship, maybe, or you have tried to like complete yourself again in a relationship, but now it's about you like really feeling joyful within your own life, focusing on your own joys, and then filling yourself up, filling up your cup. Without needing another person to, be there. And that's what actually makes you magnetic to the right people. That's what makes you magnetic to your soul partner. Um, what I also pulled is the Sagittarius card. Sagittarius is about vision. It's about optimism. It's about also fire. Sagittarius is a fire sign. So what I'm getting with this is really holding your vision in mind, getting to understand more and more what you want, asking yourself question of how do I want my, partnerships to look like? How do I want to feel, and bring as much of that into your current reality. So something that I, for example, value very much in a partner, or what I really want from a relationship, is a feeling of belonging. Um, I really value it if I can be myself with my partner, if I can just be like silly, but at the same time, I also feel like I can be feminine, and I'm just like, let's say when I'm with this person, I want to feel alive. I want to feel like I can open up. I want to feel like I can be my best self rather than shrinking, rather than hiding something, rather than, feeling like I need to fit into a certain box in order to be liked by them. So that's something that I am, always um, that I'm currently thinking about a lot. And the more I am like this in my life, the more I am stepping into that version that is actually herself, that is actually, joyful, silly, but also like feminine. The more I am embracing that within my life right now without having a partner, the more I'm also attracting the, the partner for myself. So that's something that I feel is, yeah, is this card talking about. Um, let's see what do we ask here? So what kind of energy do you need to embody, or do you want to embody more of in order to, I mean, this glow up is happening anyway, so there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing, you can do wrong. You are just heading into this period in your life where things are getting much, much easier, much more gentle, let's say. And as I said, it's mainly your relationship for the collective that I'm reading. Your relationships are really getting an upgrade. Okay, so this card is the Six of Cups. And what I'm getting with this card is that again, you maybe in the past you have valued some things that weren't actually aligned with your soul. I feel like you have maybe, valued safety over feeling like passionate in, or feeling like good in your relationship. Because what I'm having on this card is like instinct. It says instinct, it says choice, it says passion, opposition, and you have all these different cups, and you are basically, you know, based on what you feel is most important for you in your in a relationship, you're going to also, you know, um, attract a certain partner. And maybe in the past you have valued safety, or you've valued a certain attributes in a partner because you were coming from a place of fear, because you were coming from a place of I'm not enough by myself. And because you are stepping more into your power, you now are shifting your values. Your values are shifting, and you are actually valuing different things in your partner. You are valuing different attributes in your partner because you're not coming from a fearful place anymore, but you're coming from a whole place. That's what I'm getting with this here. So very, very beautiful. Let's see. So the energy you want to embrace. Okay, yeah. The Knight of Cups. So that's a card for me that talks really about like being open, being vulnerable, being, like sharing what you truly feel, sharing how you truly feel without obviously like, there's it's a balance. It's a dance. So you don't want to like overshare. You don't want to overshare to people you might not have that kind of relationship with, but just trust yourself that you know what's the right balance. But in general, I feel like you are becoming more and more vulnerable. You're becoming more and more open towards the people around you. You are really sharing how you feel. You're really, yeah, just like giving, and you're not like trying to get anything anymore because you think you are missing something. You're coming from a place of I have everything and now I can actually give. That's something that I feel with this reading here. So beautiful. I feel like, yeah, you are really attracting like beautiful upgrade in your relationship. This can have so many, there are so many ways this could manifest. Let's see if there's something that spirit wants us to know with this manifestation or with this upgrade. What are you actually manifesting? Okay, I pulled the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups talks about celebration. So for some of you, this could literally mean an upgrade in your current which leads to a celebration of some sort. I don't want to actually, mention like things like engagement and, marriage and stuff like that, because I feel like these are very societal images of what we think of what we think is um, is how do I say that is worthy of celebrating. But this could actually mean you just feeling fulfilled, just feeling like your cup is full, and being surrounded by people who really like care about you, who really share the same soul signature, who are just like feeling like home. That's something that, because I also see the family on this. So the card says joy, fulfillment, and family. So this could literally mean you feeling more fulfilled in, where you are right now with the people around you. You feel just like at home, you feel just fulfilled, and there are more people coming into your life that feel like home, that feel like you truly belong to a certain group, maybe. You could also get into, deeper relationships with your friends. That could be literally anything. So that's really, really beautiful here. Um, let's see. I actually want to pull an oracle card at the end. Maybe I'm going to read the oracle card. Let's see what we have with this reading here. The bow. Okay. Not quite sure. I don't know all of the meanings. What I am getting with this is, yeah, you see the bow is like burning here and it's like going up. What I can also see is the rainbow here behind. So that definitely like connects again with the thing that I said before. Like you're really like, almost like a plane, you are going up. there's an up level, and the rainy times are going to end. There's sun coming out. Also with the sun card, like I feel like you are really like yeah, you are on the way up here with this bow, but I'm also going to actually read the card because I think the meaning is also important because I said I'm reading it. So let's see what it actually says. So the bow, sign of readiness and protection. Wow. The universe is eagerly waiting to answer your prayer. While honoring your past, you are ready to transcend into a higher consciousness rooted in love. You no longer need to hide or run as if you were the prey. You now hold the bow and arrow in your hands, which means you have the tools you need to step into a new chapter of your life. You are ready and you are safe. Release the tension in your body, unclench your jaw, lower your shoulders, and soften your forehead. Stand in your pose of an archer. Close your eyes and imagine all your dreams and wishes held at the point of a burning arrow. Hold your breath for a second, set your intention wholeheartedly, and then release the arrow into the universe. You're sending a prayer into the stars with an open, humble heart. You need to trust that the universe is kind and loving and that it will be heard. Being ready, experiencing a higher consciousness, feeling safe, being protected, overcoming obstacles, being aware of your strengths. So, so beautiful. I actually want to, yeah, I just want to close the reading with this card. As I said, you are going through a big, big up level when it comes to your relationships. And yeah, I'm really excited for you. I hope this reading was helpful. If you are interested in a one-on-one reading with me, I'm currently offering 30 to 60-minute sessions and where we are going into your astrology chart, but also, into tarot. So that it's a combination of both. Or you can actually choose to get a voice message from me to a specific question that you are asking. So if you're just having like one thing that you are worried about or that you want an answer to, you could send me your question, and I'm going to send you back a 10 to 15-minute voice message. All of these offers are linked in my description box below. There's a link to my calendar, so check that out for sure. And yeah, without further ado, I hope this reading was helpful for you guys, and I see you in my next one. Bye, loves.